Hey, what's up everybody? It's Franklin Barnes, your Florida realtor, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment. It really does help the channel grow. And I want to welcome you to the start of our touring series. So today we are in lovely Coral Springs, Florida, where we are going to do a touring comparison. So the comparison is going to be between two different types of homes that a lot of people struggle with. A lot of my buyers out there, they struggle with the idea of a certain type of home versus another, and especially with the price differences. So I want to highlight that today. We're going to take a look at a townhome. This particular townhome that you see behind me is a new construction townhome right here in Coral Springs. We're going to take a look at that, and then we're going to make the comparison between this townhome and a single family home also in the same Coral Springs city area, right? During that comparison, during the time that we're doing our showing rather, I'm going to be keeping track of the comments, because what I'm planning to do is that I'm not going to give you the price for the property until the end of the video, right? So I do invite you to put your guess as to the price for this particular townhome that we have behind me in the comment section. So again, you're new to the channel, welcome to my channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and do remember, if you're looking to make a move anywhere in the state of Florida, feel free to contact me, reach out to me through any of the links in my bio, or call me directly and I'll be glad to help you out. All right, let us begin our tour. All right, everybody, so we are getting ready to start our tour. This is the outside of the property. I mentioned before that it is new construction, a relatively small complex. There's about 10 properties altogether so far. There's a plot of land right here next to where the properties are right now, and it looks like they're planning to do some more construction on that land as well. So we'll see what that entails later. But for right now, let's take a look at our property. So this one is a single car garage. So as you can see, there is driveway space in front of the garage so that you can park an additional vehicle if you'd like to. And then, you know, for the most part, there's parking on the sides here. There's some guest parking over here as well. All right, so let's take a look inside. All right, so to start us off here, you look down. First of all, you'll see that this is a tile flooring. It looks like porcelain flooring here from what I can see. They used the larger size tiles in there. Really does something for the look of and feel of the property. So when you step in through the front door, first thing is your half bath. Pretty basic stuff. Nice materials though, nice finishes, quartz countertops, and then it does have a window for a little bit of extra added light in there. All right, so as we continue through, our first door here is to our garage. And again, this is a single car garage, right? So it does have a lot of space though, because if you wanted to, you would be able to actually put additional storage to the sides of your vehicle, right? And then of course you can also put storage in the ceiling as well, which I've seen quite a few people do. All right, so that's our garage. Then they created some extra storage space here. This is underneath the stairs. Decent amount of storage, all right? Kind of a broom closet there. And then we go into the kitchen, and it is definitely an open concept kitchen. Nice island. You know, with the overflow countertop so that you can use that for additional seating for people to eat. Kitchen is pretty spacious, nice cabinetry. They went with a flat finish at the top here for these cabinets. Soft close, that's good. And again, quartz countertops. Appliances are all Whirlpool appliances, so those are good. Appliances are all stainless steel appliances. That's definitely a good look. And then to your common area here, so you've got a pretty decent amount of space here for you to create a dining area and also your living space. You see they've already got the electrical sockets and cable connections right here for you so that you can connect your TV right here on this wall. And then you have a decent amount of space for you to create a living area, and then still have additional space here behind me to create a dining area as well. Then out back, one of the things you'll notice with this, because it's a new construction property, this is pretty common for new construction, is the impact windows, which is good for hurricanes, also good for your insurance credit too. That'll actually help your monthly payments be a little bit lower. So there's quite a bit of green space back here for you to be able to enjoy. It's all fenced in as well, which is also good. All right, let's head on upstairs. So on the lower floor, you saw they had the porcelain tiling. Coming up to this top floor here, the second floor, they've gone with a luxury vinyl plank for upstairs, so that's also pretty good. All right, so you've got kind of a bit of a hallway here, extra closet space, storage space, your water heater here, and then your washer dryer. And it's got cabinet space up there for the washer and dryer. Let's take a look at our secondary bedrooms here. So nice picture window, decent sized window there. Again, all the windows and doors are impact. Reach-in closet, not too bad. Our bathroom, our shared bathroom here. One sink. Again, same finishes up here as we saw downstairs and in the kitchen. And they use the same motif here for the tiling as well in the bathroom, so that's also good. You got a tub shower combo here. And your second bedroom, this one has a little bit bigger closet space, more of a walk-in closet space. And then let's head on down to our primary bedroom. All right, so you go right into this spacious primary bedroom here. So spacing is definitely not an issue in here. I'm not sure if you can see this from the camera, but definitely a king size bedroom set would fit in here with no problem. You might even have enough space for kind of a sitting area afterwards, a small sitting area, maybe, you know, 1 or 2 chairs. So you got the tray ceilings, recessed lighting, and there's recessed lighting throughout the house as well. So that definitely, you know, gives a more minimalist feel, but also, you know, make sure that you have quite a bit of light inside each and every room. Then you've got your Romeo and Juliet balcony. So this is definitely going to give you a lot of natural light, and you know, you can open it up for some fresh air. All right, and let's take a look at our primary bath. So you've got your dual sinks, same finishes as downstairs and in the other bathroom. This one though is a standing shower. It's a decent sized standing shower too. You can probably, 2 people, 3 people easily, just to give you an idea of the spacing. And the tiling is continued throughout from downstairs. So the same tiling that they had downstairs is the same one that you see up here on the floors, and then also on the walls in the bathrooms. All right, now let's take a look at the primary closet. Yes, this is actually the primary closet. So you do get a window in here, which is good because it adds natural light so that when you're looking, you can kind of get an idea of what your clothing will look like out in the open. So this is actually really good. It's a very, very spacious closet. Once you put the finishes in here, you know, put your own touch on it, it will definitely be an excellent closet spacing. All right, guys, so now that you have seen this 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, new construction property right here in Coral Springs in its entirety, you've seen the whole thing, you've seen everything, you've seen the 1-car garage, you've seen the tile flooring, the quartz countertops, the great finishes, brand new stainless steel, brand new everything, impact windows, right? You've seen everything. So at the beginning of the video, I asked you guys to take a guess as to what you think the pricing would be for this property, and place your guesses in the comments. I hope you had an opportunity to do so because I'm going to reveal the price now. So asking price for this particular property is $659,900. That's how much it's listed at. Now, in case you're curious about potential mortgage estimates, the estimates are somewhere around $4,500 a month. That of course would change based on your own approval, based on the amount of down payment that you're going to submit. The $4,500 comes with about a 20% down payment. Now, again, you know, that's also based on about a 7% interest rate, somewhere thereabouts. So that could be, I am not a mortgage broker. I'm not a financial consultant either. So you'll definitely want to consult with your mortgage broker or whoever's helping you out with financing this particular deal to make sure that you have accurate information. Of course, you know, we do have mortgage brokers and mortgage bankers on our team as well that are ready and willing to help you out to get you approved and get you into a house just like this one. All right, great. So we're done with the new construction townhome. We are off to a resale single family home so that we can make some comparisons and try to figure out what's best for you. Now remember, again, you know, if you're looking to make a move anywhere in Florida within the next 3 to 6 months, please reach out to me directly, connect with me through any of the links in my bio. Myself and my team will be happy to help you out and get you all situated. All right, I'll see you at the next property. Okay, guys, welcome back. Okay, so at the beginning of our series today, we talked about the fact that we're going to be making a comparison, right? The comparison is between your townhomes versus your single family homes. So we just took a look at the townhome. And we have now arrived to our second destination, which is the single family home that we're going to be comparing. So let's take a look. Okay, so the first thing is pretty obvious. This property is not attached on either side. So there's no properties connected on either side. And that is what separates single family homes from townhomes, right? In most cases. Now, one of the first pluses or bonuses here for this single family home, obviously there's yard space right here in the front. There's also some yard space in the back as well, yard space here on the side, but then you also have a 2-car garage here as well, so that's definitely a added bonus. All right, let's go ahead and take a look inside. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to notice is that this tile flooring that you see here is the same tile flooring that we saw in the new construction townhome that we just looked at. So here's the thing. This property is definitely much bigger than the previous property that we were looking at. The townhome was about 1,500 square feet under air. So that's not a small size for a townhome. It's not bad at all. But, of course, that's one of your differences that you're going to find with a single family home. So as I mentioned before, right, you obviously see there is a difference on the very outside of the property, and then now you're seeing a difference on the inside. This property on the inside under air is 2,100 square feet, right? So that's a pretty significant difference. I think you're looking at about 600 or so square feet in difference there. So that's definitely significant. All right, so as before, I'm not going to give you the pricing for this particular property until the end of the video. So that's right, you've got to watch till the end of the video to be able to get the pricing. Now, I do want everyone in the comments to take a guess as to what you guys think the pricing is for this property, and let me just give you a little bit more in terms of specs. So as I mentioned, it's 2,100 square feet. It is a 4-bedroom. So the townhome that we just looked at was a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. This is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom property. And there is a reason that I decided to go to a 4-bedroom property, even though we just looked at a 3, to make the comparison, right? And I'll explain a little bit later. So it's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2,100 square feet. And as you can see in the distance there, it does have a pool. All right. Awesome. So here we go. So here's your first bedroom. Now, technically speaking, this can be considered a bedroom because it does have an ingress and egress in terms of the door and the window. However, there is no closet, which you typically also do need to consider it a true bedroom. So if you wanted to, you can add a closet in here, and that would pretty much put the finishing touches on the bedroom for you. As I mentioned, same tiling. So we've got the same porcelain style tiling here. The countertops are quartz once again. That's definitely good. New stainless steel appliances throughout. Also a good look. And this is a good sized kitchen. Decent amount of cabinet space here. So they went with the shaker design cabinet. Basic silver finishes, which is definitely nice. Nice farm sink, undermount sink, that's really nice as well. Decent amount of storage. So it has additional storage here on the island as well. And of course, this is an eating spot for you, for your guests. All right. Okay, all right, let's take a look. All right, so first things first, we walk into our laundry area. There is a door to the outside here, and then some storage. I'm sorry, this door is actually the door to the garage. There you go. And that's your 2-car garage, and that is a true 2-car garage. So that's definitely a big plus there. So your washer dryer. Everything looks pretty new and in good condition. One of your secondary bedrooms here, right? So this one does have a reach-in closet. So obviously this is a true bedroom. Now, one of the differences, right, is that in this home, which is not a new construction, you do not have impact windows or doors, okay? So no impact windows, no impact doors either. Here is your shared bathroom. It also has a door to the pool area as well. Another bedroom, similar reach-in closet. I must say this property has some decent upgrades. Some really nice upgrades were completed in here. So this is the primary bedroom and it's very spacious. You can definitely fit a king-size bedroom set. Additional furniture, no problem. Lots of natural light from these two windows here at the back and then also from this French door, which takes you outside to the pool. Hard to open there. We'll go out there in a second. Walk-in closet. Looks like they left all the original wood paneling. And then your bathroom. Three-piece bathroom, right? It's got a sliding glass door there so you can go outside. From in here as well, standing shower. A nice amount of counter space, only one sink, but still lots of space there for you. Nice big mirror, decent amount of space. All right, now for the jewel of this property, the outside deck. So you've got a nice size swimming pool here. It looks to be a pretty shallow pool. I would say probably 3-5 feet maybe. Decent sized backyard, so you got a little bit of backyard space here on both sides of the pool and behind the pool. And then you also have a nice canal view, which some people really like. You know, can be a very calming, nice view if you're sitting back here on a sunny day like today. Let's take a look at the house from out back here. And by the way, inside when we came in, you would have noticed the fireplace. That is a working fireplace. Okay. All right, so once again, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and of course, 2,100 square feet. Definitely a nice size lot, and it is in a very nice neighborhood as well. Very similar neighborhood. This property, by the way, happens to be only about 3 minutes away from the townhome that we just looked at. All right, excellent. So I know you are all wondering. So I hope you had a chance to take your guess at the price of this particular property and place it in the comment section because I am about to reveal the price now. All right, so asking price, listing price for this particular property, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2,100 square feet, swimming pool, canal view, excellent neighborhood, great size lot. The asking price for this one is $709,000. 709, that's correct. So that means that after a 20% down payment, right, which would be similar to the down payment for the townhome that we just looked at, after that 20% down payment, you'd be looking at about a $4,200 a month payment. Now, of course, that is give or take insurance, taxes, and again, I'm not a financial consultant and I'm also not a mortgage broker, so you definitely want to consult with your mortgage broker or get with me directly by checking my comments and taking a look at the description and connecting with me through any of those links so that I can pair you up with one of my team members to get you the financing that you need to purchase this home. But that said, the estimate, and again, this is just an estimate, this may vary based on each individual, based on what it is that you're putting as your down payment, your credit, everything else. But, you know, just an estimate based on the pricing, which is $709,000. So when we look at the townhome was $659,000. This property is $709,000. So, I mean, hey, you know, make your decision, right? It all depends on what it is that you're looking for. Monthly payments estimated somewhere around $4,200. The monthly payments estimated for the townhome were somewhere around $4,500. All right, guys. So I'm going to give you a quick recap here in a few minutes, but you know, this ends the tour and the comparison. I'll get the recap done for you guys so we can kind of look at the pros and the cons of a townhome versus a single family home and the pricing and monthly payments. All right, see you soon. All right, everybody, we are at our final tour of the day. This one is a single family home. Again, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, good amount of square footage. I think this one's just about 1,500 square feet. And again, this is located in Coral Springs, Florida. So let's go ahead and take a look. Decent size family area, family room. So you can definitely set that up here. You can still have, you have enough space for a dining room table as well over in the far corner there. Plus you also have the waterfall countertops, which allow you to add extra seating as well. All right, so we're going into the bedrooms here, and there's a lot of storage in here as well. Goes into your 2-car garage. And by the way, this water heater here is one of the biggest I've ever seen. Huge water heater. That'll definitely take good care of any size family. right? So you got a 2-car garage here, and then in through here, one of your bedrooms. They continued the same flooring throughout, so that's definitely good. And like I said, all windows and doors are impact. Fully renovated bathroom, 2nd bedroom. This one's a little bit bigger. Again, same flooring throughout, impact windows throughout as well. And you got your master. So this is your primary bedroom. Definitely big enough for you to fit a king size bed with no problem at all. Nice size walk-in closet, and then into your fully renovated primary bathroom. And one more view of the living and dining area here for you. And then your additional section here, which is the added square footage from the enclosed patio. Just a quick video of the rest of the neighborhood. This particular property is on a cul-de-sac, which is great. So that means that you're not going to get too much activity going on. And it means a lot more privacy, no through traffic as well. So that's definitely a good thing. Hey, what's up everybody? All right, so thank you for joining me so far for this entire day. So we've looked at a couple of properties today, and I wanted to give you a quick recap, right? So far we took a look at a townhome, a new construction townhome right in Coral Springs, followed by a single family home, which was inclusive of a pool, fully renovated, which was not much more expensive than the townhome, right? The last house that we looked at was also a home that is just a little bit less than the 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom townhome that we looked at. So 1 townhome, 2 single-family homes. 1 single-family home was a little bit less than the new construction townhome, and then the other single-family home was a little bit more expensive. That was the one with the pool, right? So the idea here is just to give you guys some nuance into your choices between going with a single-family home and going with a townhome. You know, of course, there's other expenses to consider aside from just the cost of the home itself. All right, everybody, if you enjoyed that video, do remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. Also, keep in mind, I help clients all over the state of Florida with buying or selling. So if you're thinking of making a move, check out the links in the description and also in my bio. Connect with me directly. I'll be glad to help you. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.